Welcome back. Heart and stroke, and a very huge and important cause in our community and everywhere, really. Joining us today to talk a little bit about their door-to-door campaign, which is very important to them. We have sitting next to me Katie Forsyth and Jim Fornelli, who is a zone leader, and you go door-to-door, and you're one of sort of the integral men in the community doing this. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Katie, tell me a little bit about the P2P program. That's what we're talking about today.
Yes. So P2P stands for person to person. It's an annual national campaign across Canada with over 90,000 volunteers. In our community, there's almost about 800 volunteers for the Kamloops Cariboo region, and we'll be knocking on doors over the month of February. So February is Heart and Stroke Month. And so this is a chance for our volunteers to thank our donors door to door. They are going to be asking for donations in support of our research, and they'll be spreading awareness about the risk of heart disease and stroke, encouraging our constituents to go online and take our risk assessment test this year. So it asks them questions about their family history, about their current lifestyle choices, all that might result in premature heart disease and stroke, and 80% of that is preventable. So we want to make sure people know that, because 9 in 10 people do have at least one risk factor for heart disease and stroke.
Jim, you go door to door. You've been doing this for a while.
Yes, I've been doing it.
Do you find it's getting harder in this modern age where people are less likely to want to open their door to somebody if they don't know who it is?
It is definitely getting harder for a number of reasons. Every month now is dedicated to a different charity.
Sure.
So people pick and choose their charities that they will donate to. There's a lot of online canvassing that's occurring now, so people are getting bombarded from all sides. And yes, there is the unfortunate situation where people will take advantage of any canvassing endeavor and do illicit canvassing. And so for heart and stroke, we have lanyards for all of our volunteers that identify them. They will have a kit with them that will also be an official kit, and then they will be distributing an official receipt that helps legitimize all aspects of the heart and stroke campaign.
Are you involved with TRU somehow as well?
Yes, over the last 3 years, we've been partnering with one of their business courses, which is primarily subscribed by foreign students. And but it's part of their curriculum, and one of the assignments is to do a community project and then to report back on that project. So this year we have over 80 students from those two classes. We started off with about 25 three years ago, and now we're up to 80 who are wanting to be out doing our door-to-door campaign and getting the experience of connecting with their community, because often the foreign students, their experience is limited to their residence and their classes.
Sure.
This gets them out in the community, being visible, getting to know the transportation system, and being face-to-face with the population.
I'm imagining that you're always looking for more volunteers to be a part of this program, Katie.
Yeah. So actually our goal is to have about 950 volunteers. The fact that we're so close to 800 is actually incredible. Jim helps us with our tele-recruiting campaign as well in the fall, and he knows how hard it is. We make phone calls starting in October all the way through January, local phone calls asking for help. We spread our message online as much as we can, but ultimately there's a ton of routes that don't get covered, not only in Kamloops but across up through Merritt, Salmon Arm, Williams Lake, Revelstoke. There's tons of areas that need help, and that's the nature of the campaign, though. We get the help that we do, and the routes that get covered.
Sure. So, and no donation is too small. People shouldn't feel intimidated, even if it's $10 or $15. You know, it makes a difference if everybody does it.
It does. True. So they can go to our website and make a general donation as well. So if you don't want to take on a route or a street in your neighborhood, you can go online and just make a small contribution. It adds up, and it makes a huge impact.
Yes. Is there a goal for each region? Are you hoping to raise a certain amount here?
Yeah. So P2P, just this program program brings in about 130,000.
That's impressive.
Annually. Yes, yeah.
That's with the 80 people that you have
with
signed up?
yeah, I said 800.
800.
People.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah. I
Right.
know. Oh, I wish. Yeah, no, it's 800 people across all those regions, and
Okay.
so Kamloops Caribou region.
Okay.
In our office last year, we did fall a bit short. We came in at about 127,000, but our goal is still around 130,000 this year towards our research, and yeah, we're hoping we'll get there. We have such strong returning canvassers, and they come back year after year, and those ones really do hold this campaign together.
Yes.
But the new ones make a huge impact as well.
Sure.
Just knocking on the doors and even getting this awareness out, that's such a huge piece of it.
Yes.
So the donations matter, but making sure people know about their risk and know the warning signs of stroke, that's a huge part of this campaign.
Yes, absolutely. Especially as you say, so much of the things that happen heart and stroke related are preventable if people are only educated about it.
Exactly.
The person-to-person campaign is directed at raising funds for the research of the foundation, but it's also to increase awareness. We leave information for people regarding the symptoms of heart and stroke. Usually built into that are some strategies that people can do to impact
Sure.
their own circumstances
Sure.
through lifestyle changes.
Yes.
And so the more doors that we can leave information at, the better, I think.
Awesome.
Because still we're still losing one person every 7 minutes to heart and stroke.
That's
related.
pretty serious odds. We are out of time. I just want to say thank you to the both of you for coming on. Jim, hats off to you for continuing to come back every year and canvassing and making a difference. And as well, Katie, we really appreciate you coming in with the information today. Yes, if you would like to be a part of this, if you'd like to help, if you'd like to be a canvasser or learn more about the P2P program, those websites on the screen will help you do that. heartandstroke.ca/help, heartandstroke.ca/risk17. Is that right?
It is, yes.
Good.
Risk 17 is where you can take that assessment test and
Awesome.
find out what your risk is.
Okay, good to know. You guys, thanks for being here.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are right back in 90 seconds. Stay with us.